Around. It's the hot gossip segment. I hope so your popcorn never finished because I know say you don't they laugh, they chop and they try and sign out. So we're going to refill because there's just so much to talk about. Around the hot gossip segment, the first one we have here is Apostle Johnson Suleiman's prophecy fulfilled. So we have Duma Boko, once called the Moses of Botswana, is now the nation's president. I really don't know why they are dragging this apostle, this anointed man of God. They just drag this man. I mean, when during the U.S. election and all of that, they had to bring one old video of the man when he was saying that, oh, he sees a woman being the president of the United States, right? But then, all thanks to his fans now say, no, our pastor didn't say that. What do you mean? They now brought a recent video where he was saying that it was Trump that's going to win because I mean the signs are all over and all. So now they have gone to dig another video where they said that this man is a real man. Why you follow? Why you guys dragging him? Yeah. Let's watch this video together, guys.
I'm saying this to you prophetically that in this nation, very soon, something's about to take place. There is a shift in politics. I see a Moses. Botswana, God is sending you a Moses. This man, come here. You, come here. I don't know you, but I saw something. Your time has come.
Turning to the big political updates coming in from Botswana. The Botswana Democratic Party, or the BDP, which was in power for almost 6 decades, has lost the general elections. This marks a big political shake-up in the diamond-rich southern African country. His defeat marks the end of the BDP's long hold on power.
I feel like these Apostle Suleiman's fans are trying to just prove that this man is a man of God. Do you understand? He's not just an ordinary man. He's a man of God. He's a prophet, and he's doing his job. Because tell me how they now went to go and get a video where he prayed for him and all of that, and the guy was, called president and all of that. They had to put the both videos together and now show it that, look, oh, this man, now good man. This man is a prophet. But guess what? You know how social media is. When you have some people supporting you, there are people opposing you. Somebody said, nah, this is a prediction. This, and I said that this guy is actually more like the way we have Peter Obi and all of that. And the way you would literally, during the 2023 election, where you can actually, with what was going on, many people felt that, don't worry, it was Peter Obi that was going to win. Nobody saw it coming that, oh, it was going to be Tinubu. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So they're like, nah, it's just prediction and all of that. But what do you think about fake prophecy? And like the rates at which, it's just alarming because there's just a whole lot going on in the country. Any small thing, any small election that we have, you will hear social prophets say, oh, don't worry, it's this person. Just last week, we were having a conversation about one prophet that said that he saw a woman on the seat that was taking over the United States and all of that. Now, Trump is now the president-elect. Do you get what I'm saying? So everybody was not like, oh, yeah, but now you talk saying a woman go did here. What's going on? Do you know what the guy said? The guy said, no, we'll try next time. I said, prophets, we go try next time. How? But what do you think about, prophecy in Nigeria?
Okay, so you see where we were told to have faith in the Bible. I think a little bit, a lot of people took that really far. So most spiritual leaders, most people actually express faith. They practice faith, right? They're like, okay, this is what is going to happen, and they believe that their faith
would work.
But I believe that while you are practicing faith, it's very important to make people who are following you understand that it's faith that you're practicing
and
not prophecy.
I love it.
Right? Because actually spiritual leaders, prophets, their faith can actually move mountains, can actually move the spiritual realm. So that's why they always come with all of that energy. And again, from where you sit, a 9 can look like a 6 to you.
For sure.
And me, it can look like a 9.
Yeah.
So all these people who believe in their spiritual leaders, I feel like it is really up to them. It is their choice. Their spirituality is probably working connected to this prophets or pastors. So it's very okay. But please, when people, why are we even in 2024 about to enter 2025 still carrying prophecy on our head? When the prophecy is not directly on
you,
like,
right?
Hey, somebody say, don't worry, next year you are going to, if when your pastor tells you that, you know that you still have to work towards it. You know you still have to be realistic. You look at your life. If your pastor says you're going to have 100 million tomorrow, and you know that you're not in a position to get the other, why are you believing it?
So this thing I just said is quite dicey too.
God is not a magician.
I mean,
a lot of us take him to be a magician, but he's not.
I would want you to now explain when you say God is not a magician, and it's just miracle.
No, I believe in miracles. I personally have had loads of miracles in my life. But you see the way these miracles come, you are in a position to receive it. I was in a position to receive it. I cannot say, I want to graduate from university, no matter the issues that I had in university, for instance. I'm not in university at all. I'm just at home. But I want a certificate in my hand.
Oh, okay. And if that happens, so that's magic.
That's magic. Like, you go just be pray, give God, say, God, I want a certificate in my hand. But you're not going to school. You're not even, you're not a student. How is that supposed to happen? But if you're in school and you're working towards it, no matter what comes to, to you while you'd see that there are forces that are against you from having this certificate. But somehow,
village people.
Somehow you still end up, you still end up
coming up the best.
Coming out, then you will know that it was a miracle. That's an example I can give. So why are you asking God for a certificate to graduate from school when you're not in school? Are you in a position to receive miracles? So when people are saying Nigeria will do this, man, it's going to hold your hands. God will not feed you. Like, he wants you to work for it. So he's going to work with you till you get your answer. But you will know that without him, you wouldn't have gotten that.
Okay,
that's my explanation.
I know. Don't
I say they preach, baby. Now
preach, baby. All right, let's quickly move on to the next story. This one says, always check your spouse's phone. Your children need you alive and healthy. Let's read this tweet together. Okay, so because of time, we just kind of rush it and all. It says another reason you should always check your spouse's phone is to save yourself from local, national, and international. All thanks to Equatorial Guinea. But moving on, because tell me what international is doing there. International embarrassment. When you find out that you have a endearing partner, you will know how to guard yourself. Aside heartbreak, you won't like to be treating sexually transmitted diseases every AK market day. You might end up with one that is terminal and untreatable. And he went for that to say, can we get the other? Or in this 21st century, in this 21st century, if you still have the mindset of what I don't know won't harm me, you are in for a rude awakening. It's the rude awakening for me. Kai, you have children that need you alive and healthy. Even if you don't love yourself enough, remember those children you brought to the world. Ransack his private property. Check all checkables. It may end in tears, but it's better you know what's up and know how to mount your guard. What do you think about checking people's phone? Okay, not people's now. Checking your partner's phone.
So first of all, I pray that God doesn't make me end up with a man who I have to worry over stuff like that.
Right.
Because life is too tough for me to, have a partner who I have to worry over when it comes to things like that. But the truth, like I always say, is that the signs are always there. So once you feel a need to check through your partner's phone,
should do it.
Talk to the person. Bring the person's attention. We are adults. We have a right to privacy. But what you choose to do with your privacy is up to you. That is where the problem comes. So some people choose to be stupid, during their private time. So when I start feeling that kind of way, I will have a conversation with my partner, and God helps him.
You say God helps him.
God helps him. I will listen to him. He tells me, "No, baby, it's nothing. What's it?" The day that I really find out,
What would happen?
I mean, at the end of the day, this life is one, and we are solely responsible for ourselves.
Yeah.
If it's something that I cannot stomach, then I just say that.
Bye-bye to everyone.
Like,
Au
it's as
revoir.
simple as that. If it's too hard to take, but I know that I'm a very understanding person, and it better be really something that I can take.
But people that say they understand it, you get scary sometimes, because most of the time I feel like I've seen people that say that they're understanding persons,
Yeah.
right? But I feel like they just say that more like to console themselves that, there are a lot of things that they actually cannot take.
Not being understanding, I believe it's a responsibility for yourself. Yeah, it's a sense of responsibility. You just have to be. If you're being understanding through life, not just in your relationship, but even with other people that you deal with,
Yeah.
your family members, your workers, your colleagues, then why can't you be understanding in your relationship, right? You are two different people. So there are a lot of things that will be going on the other person's end that you need to communicate and understand.
I
And
agree.
sometimes you need to forgive, sometimes you need to, adjust. But the truth is that before you go around checking anybody's phone, drink water and eat and be ready. Me, I'm not a supporter of that. I'm not a supporter of that. But if it gets to a point where you really feel like you need, maybe you have been asking this person and this person has been dodging, and you've been seeing signs, and the person has been gaslighting you back to back.
Hey,
Because there are some
it's the
men that can
gaslight
do that
for
thing
me.
and some women
Gosh.
too. Let's don't segregate
Gender
it
based
to
it.
just yes. So if you feel like your partner, you've been seeing some signs and you really, really need to find closure, then that's fine. But I feel like when you have gotten to that point where you need to check it, then there's something, then you don't be with that.
You don't be.
So
you don't
by
be.
all means, do it and rest. And I hope that you
console yourself
really,
later.
really find the answers that you're searching for.
You definitely
and I
will.
hope that they are good.
Hell. She hopes that it is good.
Exactly.
Let's go on this break, guys. Because ladies, I have tears in my eye. Let me go clean up. You get what I'm saying? We'll come back with the hottest gossip. Stay with us.
Life is made up of moments, some that lift us, others that break us. Welcome to Heartlines. This is our space where we explore the beauty, the heartbreaks, and the incredible strength that every relationship brings into our lives. Friendship, marriages, partnerships, and everything in between.
Yes, say yes.
All the connections that shapes who we are today. Every week, we dive into the stories that define us. Stories of love, loss, heartbreaks, and healing. Real life stories from real people, just like you and I. Heartlines is where emotions meet understanding, and where we learn that we're never truly alone. Join me Mondays through Fridays at 9:30 p.m. for Heartlines, where we connect with every heart, one story at a time.
Looking to take your business to the next level through partnerships? Then join us every Thursday at 10 a.m. for Partner Up.
Whether you're an entrepreneur, marketing, sales, or partnership professional, Partner Up is here to give you the tools you need to succeed.
From in-depth interviews with industry experts
To real-world case studies of successful partnership strategies that drive innovation and business growth.
we dive deep into what it takes to form successful partnerships.
Thursdays, 10 a.m.
Don't miss Partner Up.
Thank you so much for sticking around. It's the hottest gossip. Yeah, where are your drinks? I know your popcorn is still there. I can see it. Don't worry. Don't ask me how. It's miracle. It's not magic. Come on now. Come on now. All right, on the hottest gossip. Polygamy story. Are you ready, Debbie?
I don't know.
Oh my God. And it says there are prayers that just won't work, no matter how much you try pulling down the skies. And that's said by Rita Edoche. Responding to Judy Austin's prayer, she was just praying for her husband. Let's get that video where she was. I don't think there's anybody that is that affirmative and I don't know. There's just a lot of things to Judy. But let's watch that video together.
Isimili Jofo, Isimili Jakata Kofo, SZDK 1 of Nteje. 1. Ada Abagi draw, you're not 2. King of Warriors, SZDK, Isimili Jakata Kofo. I am here to bless you this morning. Ajomo madama fuke. Igana agani niru, igana eje nabata. Your ways are blessed. Any place you enter, just because you're there, is blessed. No evil plot shall prevail in your life. Whatever plots they have against you, whatever evil plot they have against you, I send it back to sender 1,000,000 folds. Whatever they try to do, it will backfire 1,000,000 folds. It's similarly for 1 in a million.
So you hear all the big things. 1 in a million. Come on. A place that is not blessed, by the time you get there, it becomes blessed. Those are bars, man. Those are bars. But again, when everybody watched this video on Instagram, right? I mean, to me, see how fascinated I'm just like, wow, that's beautiful. That's this, that's that. But Rita Doche felt like, this one, really correlates. So let's quickly get on the things that Rita Doche said. All right, and I don't ever see where Delilah they bless Samson before. If you know the story of Samson and Delilah, you know that can never happen. But continuation. Oh my goodness. Listen, there are prayers that just won't work, no matter how much you try pulling down the skies. A wrong number can never speak to the right person over the phone. Almost the adage for me, but continuation. The prayer of a home wrecker can never get to God. Or do quite possible. That's literally what those lines are. Then moving on to the next one that she said, I don't think we're able to take that, but let me just probably read the first paragraph. All right. God isn't daft. He can always differentiate prayers made with a genuine heart from prayers that are made just to prove a point. Every homewrecker should sit at a place and enjoy the item they have temporarily stolen instead of coming out every AK market day to make a hell of noise. For all I know is this: power must change hands. Wahala. There's just a lot to swallow. There's just a lot. But I want to, from this story I've just been lingering, there's just a whole lot of Judy saying this, Rita putting her own mouth in this situation. Just last week we were talking about the advice your Duchess brother was stating that his advice is there's no need of bringing your marriage to social media, if not it's going to scatter and all of that. Even though your Duchess is like, nah, whether your relationship is in the eyes of people or not, waiting go spoil. So I would like you to share more light on it. What you think about people that bring their marriages onto social media? That's one. Now when it comes to this whole polygamy thing, who to be even responsible? Is it a man that left his wife and say, okay, I not do again, and Mr. sees that, oh, this man is married, but he still went ahead to be with him? What do you think?